There was a lot of news about flooding in Milwaukee. That's the way it goes. Dave, W9AD in Chicagoland. Take it away with VJB on deck.
VJB? Oh, geez. Haven't heard Paul there in quite some time. I don't know if you can hear me at all. Whiskey 9 Alpha Delta, W9AD. But, hey, Paul, if I can hear you, it'll be a good deal. Definitely close in is nothing. I mean, I didn't hear nothing from, Frank or Nikki in Milwaukee or anything, so anybody probably under, in the area 80 or 100 miles wouldn't even hear them. So maybe in a distance, I don't know. But the band certainly isn't strong. You're not their normal strength. Hold on, let me just slide over to the towers here, and maybe that'll be better, but it's probably going to be better. I was on the towers. Okay. So there you go. All right, that's it. It's what kind of temperature is it today? It's 80. It's not as bad as the other days, but I'll tell you, it's been a hot, miserable summer here. I'm on the 8000, Anan 8000 DLE, running into the Prometheus amp. I'm in the studios of W9AD, which is why you're hearing that Prometheus in the background if the conditions are good enough, because it does make a lot more accurate, like the 8K that's in the basement. So that's it. Back to you, Jerry. Kissing Zero on Anytime Forum, Whiskey 9 Alpha Delta, otherwise known as W9AD.
Moving on. Paul, we haven't heard you at all. I've seen you down there on over 580. How you been? WA3. BJB, take it.
A very good afternoon. KC8ZUL, the Zool. And the Noontime Forum from WA3 VJB. Well, I think that just about everybody except, I think it was Nick. Yeah, K9TNN was the only station I could not copy of the bunch who have checked in. I don't think I've worked most of the guys in here. Dan, I know, KD4UMU. You were the channel master until Dave came along. W4YEO was 10 over 9, as was Ken, K9FWT, here in Maryland. I live in the Chesapeake Bay region of Maryland, near Annapolis. Dan, you were S9, W4CDJ. Frank JCC was about 15 over 9, coming in quite well here. So I think Dave's theory is correct. The band's got quite a long component to it right now. And then Nick, as reported, was a little bit in the noise. Dave, the new amp is audible, both as a function of your RF and as the audio component. But it's nice to hear your voice. I think it's been over a year since you and I have worked. I think you might have been at your villa the last time we talked, operating remote. But I thought I'd check in here and say hello. Jerry, you're right. I tend to hang out around 7281, 7291. Anything that doesn't end in a 0 or a 5. And that comes from habit out of some evening after dinner activity here on 40 meters, where it helps to run a little bit off a 0 or a 5 so that nobody mistakes me for an international broadcast station. 0 beats on an incompatible mode and starts in as if the frequency is not in use. So it helps draw attention to the fact the frequency is in use when I'm on a 4 or a 9 or a 1 or something like that. Anyway, summertime conditions have not been that good on 40 meters. They've started to come back in. Daytime, the band tends to take a nap around 11 a.m. Eastern time after providing some activity between 6 and 7 in the morning if I get out here with my first coffee. And as mentioned, after dinner, 7 p.m., 8 p.m. through 9 or 10 o'clock, I start hearing the Midwest and Western stations coming in on 40 quite nicely, Q5, running nothing more than an inverted V. So best wishes to everybody. Thanks for letting me in. Thanks for hosting it, Jerry. Hope everything is happy and healthy in Ohio. KC8ZUL and the Noontime Forum from WA3VJB.
Okay, Paul. Got my mouth full here.
Well, it's good to hear from you.
Yeah, I never knew that about being on a wire room. We, on the Noontime Forum here, we just call you off frequency network controls. And you go up there, Charles Mark here, 96, and you might out of fame. Okay, is there anyone else for the noontime?